OMW, I'm all with you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW, OMW, I'm all with you. Good at what I do. OMW, watch me walk away.
All right. Okay, I think we just touched base on lighter questions. Right now, I do want to talk about, which is, I think, really relevant to what's happening right now, is the pandemic. Do you feel like the pandemic has made some people more, like, on edge?
Totally, because you can't really go out there and have some fun and stuff. So
Yeah.
you have to force to be staying at home.
Exactly.
So yeah, you see each other more often,
I
and
think
there
it
will be
gets
more
deep.
arguments.
Yeah, it gets deep because some relationships were built on purely two people just love having fun with each other and going out. Just
Yeah, or
maybe
them
a lot
going
of
to
people.
work
Yeah,
and
they're
then
not very
seeing-
deep in each other's emotions.
Yeah.
Or didn't have the chance to get to know each other on that level. But
Yeah.
then the pandemic kind of just forced you to like deal with it more. So it broke a lot of couples up.
And also, there's a lot of factors, other factors like work,
Yeah.
other relationship with other
Stress.
people,
Yeah.
and stuff like financial stress.
Okay, final question for this little bit. And I feel like this is something I wanted to talk about because I feel like it's more taboo in Hong Kong culture, is how important do you think intimacy is? in a
Oh, I love
relationship?
talking about this.
Go ahead, Jessica. Go
All
ahead.
right, Jessica, that's why you're in the middle. Let me just cross my legs comfortably.
Well, you guys all know I'm like very open about talking about pleasure, intimacy. I think I think it's one of the core part of a relationship. Is
Yeah.
if you can, of course, mentally connecting is very important, but I think there's a very deep, loving, like almost soul exchanging experience when it gets to intimate time
Yeah.
with your partner, because that, skin to skin, body to body connection.
Yeah.
That's why it's even the same for babies and mom, right?
Yeah.
Like that,
That's where it
heart
begins,
to heart,
right? Mhm.
skin to skin connection. And when you you're almost like surrendering and be fully vulnerable. You're just bare. You're just a
Yeah.
human in your skin.
Yeah.
And being able to feel comfortable and loved and just really enjoy that moment with your partner.
Yeah.
It's a big thing for a relationship.
Yeah. So you've been married for 19 years. Like, do you feel like intimacy from obviously when you first started dating to now has been different?
A little bit.
Because
there's
I mean, you have kids. It's not that you can always get private time for the two of you, right?
Yeah. But we always have private time though. Like like when they were young, the kids were young. Like we send them to bed at like 7 p.m. and then we gradually like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So when they go to bed, that's our time.
So you made the
You know,
time.
yeah,
And
we
that
made
was
the time.
so that was set there so that you guys had that.
So we can go out to have dinner, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
So physical touch, do you feel like it's like that kind of intimacy? Do you feel like that's not as spoken of in Hong Kong culture because people are scared to talk about it, or
It is.
scared to be like open about that?
I feel like Asian culture in general, we're more shy in terms of this kind of topic, even sex ed, all
Yeah.
of that. I was recently having discussion about my friends and their young kids, and like they're getting into that age where they start exploring themselves and how to get into it. And I love how there are more talks about it out there. There's like conferences, there's like little series, little videos out there that starting to talk about it more. And I think definitely one very core thing is make sure this is not a shy or taboo topic. Make it a healthy thing.
Yeah.
Make it healthy and make them feel comfortable. At least telling you when they don't understand something, like asking you, hey, I started feeling a certain way, and you can have a really healthy, open, honest conversation about it.
In my family, we never talk about it. Just never. It just.
Mine neither.
Yeah.
Too traditional. It was just
Yeah.
like my mom she didn't want me to feel that it was so open that I would go and be adventurous about it.
Yeah.
Right? Because then it would make me go, oh, this is what I should be doing, right?
So I'd even seriously learn like nothing from them.
Yeah.
Or sex or
Me
having a
neither.
period and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You all learn that from either from school. Well, the school wasn't talking about much about it. You learn it from your friends.
Yeah. And wouldn't it be like a safer place to learn it from your family if that was like, it came from a good place?
I went to a sex therapy workshop just as an experience, and it was like a work thing kind of. But then there are other participants that came from, normal day-to-day life, and they did address their own issue. There are a lot of issues that was being addressed by other panelists that I think heavily were based on communication mostly. A lot of it comes from maybe their partner likes things a certain way, but they don't like it.
Yeah, right.
But they don't know how to address it. And they even have like a worksheet for things to try. Would you try it? Yes or no? I think it's a good little practice for you and your partner. Just sit there and like circle, and then you compare your two results and be like, oh, could we maybe try that? Oh, and that's like an absolute no for me.
That's actually amazing because on another episode of marriage, we were talking about the 5 love languages, and that's a test too, right? You guys both do it. You see how you communicate your love to each other in different ways.
Yeah.
But this is important too.
Yeah.
Like this is a test that more couples should be doing because then that would be a way easier thing to talk about in the future.
Yeah, because
you make
easier
that
if you
work.
put it in paper. It's easier than just say it.
It's a
out
good
loud.
step forward.
You can be more honest on paper, right? I love that. This is great. Okay, I have one little section left for you guys. We're gonna play a little bit of truth or dare. Go back to the teen days. Are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Just
let's go.
Stand up over there.
We'll have to come up. Stand up elegantly.
Oh my goodness. So just for a little fun, like after all that heavy talk,
Okay.
we actually made this especially for the show.
Okay.
And all you have to do is spin, and then wherever it hits and lands, we can take it out and you have to answer the question. But if these questions are too embarrassing or hard to answer, you can choose to take a potion.
Okay.
This is my love potion. And then one of them will say spin again for Grace, so that means I
Okay.
have to answer that question.
Okay.
Okay.
In this beautiful white concoction, we have milk, black sesame, chocolate. Everything sounds pretty good.
Oh my God, I don't know if I can like.
I can't drink
I
milk.
can like lactose.
Me too. It's not oat milk. And then we also have pepper and chili flakes.
Oh, dang.
And
I can do
then
spice.
in this one, we have mango, butterfly PT, red bean paste, ketchup, pepper, and vinegar.
Well, kind of like a Bloody Mary kind of thing.
Is it?
Right?
Is it? Do you want to try this Bloody Mary?
Well, one thing for sure, I won't drink that.
One
Because
sounds-
it's milk.
It's gonna be like the dry poems just gonna.
Look.
That's rude. Okay. Utah,
All right.
you can go first? Okay.
Stretch.
That's not gonna help,
Stretch.
bro.
No.
Not spin for Grace.
One night in.
Okay. Want to read this for her?
Okay. Where was the dirtiest place you have had sex or made love? Details. Like dirtiest as in like naughtiest or like gross dirtiest?
I like clean places, so. I don't know what to ask.
What about naughtiest?
Yeah.
Staircase?
What? That's right. Like at home or?
I can't tell you more, though.
Details.
Oh, man. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Utah has a shy moment. This finally corrected.
Nobody ever see that. Nobody ever see that.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
You gonna spin?
I need to find my balance before I start.
I know, right?
Okay.
Oh, man.
This is a good device.
I
Yeah,
know,
I love
it's
it. It's smooth.
Oh!
Hey.
That's random.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
What?
Who are you gonna ask?
She's scared to
Oh,
ask.
am I asking you this? Describe your first sexual awakening. Details.
What's
Zoom
a
in.
sexual awakening?
A sexual awakening is knowing
Yeah.
how to properly enjoy sex, I guess.
Was it with the person or a toy?
Um,
Too much information? Do you want to take a drink?
I started pretty early on. I started knowing touching myself give me pleasure when I was 8 or something. So it's pretty
Ooh.
early on.
That is super early.
Good
But
for
I
you.
think kids these days,
Wow.
yeah, I heard stories from my friends about their kids, and they need to have conversation about it. Because it's human nature, right? If you accidentally touch it and you just started having senses,
Yeah.
then
That's totally okay.
yeah, it's a new experience for you. But back then, I didn't know what it was.
All right, okay, last question. Do you guys remember the first time you said "I love you" to someone and really meant it?
We're both thinking.
No, I think I learned about like love as in relationship pretty late because of childhood trauma and all that. And I think I was 20, 21.
And then for you?
I think probably to my husband when we were dating and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Because in Chinese, in our culture, we don't say "I love you."
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, I guess so.
Thanks, guys.
No, thank you for having
your
us. Thank you.
sharing.
No
And thank you,
problem.
everyone, for joining us. Love Matters with Grace and our topic today of relationship problems. I hope you guys have learned a little something and continue being strong in any relationship that you're in now. See you guys next time. Bye.
Stand up elegantly.
I feel like we're
The best thing is on camera. We just took a dump and there's no toilet paper.
It depends if it's wet. Like if the sorry,
need to tell us
too
that
much
much.
information. If it's like a wet poop, it's like slightly harder.
Okay, good.